Good morning. When I was younger, I used to have this. In retrospect, it's always good to just take a couple of times, often, to just reflect on who you are. You know, a part of the Bible that says, it First Peter 5 that says, "Deal with your wife according to knowledge." It's not only wife. Deal with yourself according to knowledge. I just used to notice that I used to hear stuff. I used to hear gist. Maybe what somebody is saying about me. And you know this kind of thing that you won't know. The person telling you will not know when it slips out of their mouth that this person is saying this and this and this and this about you. And me then, I was energetic. I used to say anything, And what I used to do with those informations those days was dramatic. They were not positive. They were not wisdom filled. What I used to do with the information then was to go and confront the person, especially when I feel the person is that the person is not untouchable, the person is not someone that I cannot talk to or that I cannot face. So I go to the person, so you said this and this and this and this, and the person who told me will now be feeling bad that I thought you should know better. And that went on and on over the years, and I stopped hearing and just went boom, boom, boom. That reading on monitor for oxygen and all that, boom, boom, and that thing just stops. And at some point, maybe God just had mercy on me, just like intuition, like, yeah, no, wait, so you used to get information, not necessarily people talking about you, but really, you used to have information slips into your hands, and it's just like God giving you a gift. That is your own peculiar gift. But what now it is in your jurisdiction. It is your responsibility to do with it. Like, is it Febi Dauza or Rebi Dauza? I'm trying to remember the actual Instagram handle of Bethany Dauza's daughter that normally says at the end of her post, make use of it, of this information as you will. Like, is in your hands to do with it whatever you want to do with it, and I'm not responsible for whatever you come up with to do with it. And it just dawned on me that, okay, if you're not using this well, it's like this thing is consistent with you. You get information, you hear some things about some people. Are you meant to be praying for this person because of this info that has gotten into your hands? It might happen to other people, I don't care, but I think it has made me to reflect that what do you, they want to do with this information? When you hear people talking about you, as in, it took listening to several messages, several motivational speeches, you get several exposure to different talks from different peoples with different perspectives at different times. You get, for me to realize that, okay, when you hear some things about you, sit with it, acknowledge it. What part of it is really for you to change on? If they tell you that you used to use 10 hours in the bedroom, for example, you keep claiming that maybe it was where you lived at some point that you got that trace of staying long, of you being taking your time to do some things, and you were not really raised that way when you were young. How do you now adjust? Okay, this is what is the case at the moment. What do you normally do that make you to stay long? Take your time to do things and that necessarily not meant to be taking time to do. I started thinking on these things, looking at, okay, if I press phone when I'm doing something, it takes more time. When I want to go to the toilet and I hold my phone, I will spend nothing less than much hours. So what can I do? I'm going there to go and pee or to poo. Just go straight there. Once they are finished pooing, flush, wash your bum, flush and get out. You notice that when I started practicing those things, I noticed that, wow, it didn't really take much time. But consistency is key. So, and all that, at least I'm able to discern what is really the matter. When I hear something like I said, I look at my life, okay, killing me no and what am I doing that is not good, that they talked about. Instead of me to start saying that after all, they have their own on their body. Yes, they do. But it's a graceful thing for you to have eavesdrops of what they are complaining about you. You don't need to go and confront them. Take the ones that are save it. These things I'm doing the true is not good. Let me change it. What else, and work on it. You would realize that you will give them less things to talk about, and at the end of the day, they will want to become your friend. or you won't even hear such things again because they realize that they have nothing else to talk about. Use their feedback to lift yourself up. Just like Peladro Toye, the communication and leadership legend, said something one day. He said when he was working at a particular place, the first day his boss sent him to another colleague, a boss, to help to do something. He didn't iron his clothes or thereabouts. He was shy about his dressing, and people made fun of him, and the person that he was sent to go and meet sent him back in a disgraceful manner, and he was able to pinpoint that it was because he did not dress well. He said that was the last day they had to say it, that he didn't get angry, that he made sure maybe he went to get him paid to learn how to iron or something. He used that feedback to better himself. Now those people, now what else do they want to say? So the thing is, channel, because we are not used to criticism, we are not used to feedbacks, we let it get to us. This is not even what I plan saying, imagine. We allow it get to us. But when you know how to handle criticism, you know how to handle gossips basically, I'm learning to see it is the things that people don't know how to say to your face, but you hear by chance. Why do you think that the people that can tell you? It's because they want you to hear, but they can't tell you to your face. There's so many corrections that are supposed to have made if we know, or maybe we don't even know, or maybe we don't even think that it is impeding some lessons and some connections and all that. But when you stand, at times we don't even have the time to sit with ourselves, to check ourselves, to ruminate on the day's events, so that we can pick ourselves to know what is right and what is wrong. We are filled with checking, going online to just while away time, to be in denial of sitting with ourselves. That boring, lonely. Just sit with yourself and understand yourself. So gossip is another gracious way to let you know what you're doing that is not good. Let you know, because there's no how you're going to avoid it totally. And if you keep doing that, you just realize that you're stagnant and everybody around you are moving and they're not relating with you, because you will know that last time at some point I felt that is that I don't even have any mistake or anything I need to work on. Nobody's correcting me, nobody's talking to me. I will even ask them. They will say, mommy, yeah, usually then that they are mixed religious sects, that they use respect to kill you. And it looks like as if maybe somebody has told you one thing or the other at some points, and you were always defensive. I was once like that too, in retrospect. That is the truth, admit it. So defensive, like you would always want to explain why what they said you are doing is like that, and it blocks your possibility of thinking, of looking out for how to work on yourself. And it does, and people will start avoiding that part. They'll start avoiding telling you the truth. They will just want to relate with this nice jovial that they don't want to offend. And of course they will keep getting what they want from you. But if you tell her the truth, you're not going to get the best that you want. People want the best for you, and they also want the best from you. So wanting the best from you might look like as if they are using you, but when you see people that want the best for you and they tell you subtly, people tell you, so even those best friends too, say it subtly, because it took time for me to be able to understand that friendship is not necessarily void of fights, void of telling ourselves the truth. We don't need to shout, but we shout at times, because it's as if it's only when I shout I can really tell you. It's like drinking to say what I need to say or do what I need to do, so that I will do it anyway. We didn't have to go that route, but we normally go that route. I hope this has been able to mean to you that people will want best from you without wanting best for you. But if you get those that want the best for you, please, and they won't, at times they won't even tell you, they will just try to tell you it as well. I want to say something, but maybe in the next video I'll say that. Have a nice day ahead. Think about this. Always learn to sit with yourself according to knowledge. Learn to know who you are. It will help you greatly. Have a nice day.